Hi, good morning. This is your MasterTech here at Green Arrow UK. And now, this one, I'm gonna show you two things. I'm gonna show you how to determine if it is a good car in case you're buying a second-hand car. And we will also be doing a DIY service for this car. Let's say you're buying this car, and what you need to do uh, before you buy it is to inspect the car thoroughly. And well, you can look at the body, make sure the streamlinings are straight, look for obvious dents. If there's none, look at those gaps on the door, make sure that they are uniform. Okay, look at them, look at the trims, they're all straight. Look at the body curbs, and make sure that you don't have an obvious accident or dent. Okay, then you can, for the engine side, you can look at that exhaust. Look how good and clean it is, no excessive carbon coming out. Look at the alloy wheels, it's in a reasonable shape for the year. The brake pads are still good. Look at that, how much pads are in there. The tires are good. Again, the gaps on the door, they're all straight and they're all uniform. And this one is a 4x4 or all-wheel drive model. See those alloys, see how good they are. And you can also see the brake pads, how much brake pads is in there. See, you've got a lot of brake pads in there. And the discs are not scored a lot. So the tires are in reasonable condition. Got loads of meats in there, about 6 mil. And then now we will go, let's check the headlamps. Clear, good, no scratches. And we will go to the engine bay. Look how lovely it is. It is clean, very clean, and you have a minimal rust on those bolts, which is really good. It shows that it's not been on a salty place, or it's not been near the sea. It is bought from dry place, probably in the Midlands or somewhere. Look, they're all clean, no rust. If there's some rust on them, it is minimal and you can just clean it. Look at the engine bay, the exhaust, this turbo pipes, dipstick, all intact. And yeah, the engine is intact. Okay, so these are the things you need to look at when you're buying a second-hand car. And then we go into the interior of the car. Look at that interior of the car. It's clean. The seats are obviously not been sat a lot, especially this one, probably the driver's side. So most probably the owner drives it, use it on a daily basis, just work and home. Probably all the trims are good. These are good. And even inside, the back seat seems to be very intact. Not a lot of crease on those leather. You don't have stains. You don't have a lot of stains. Seat belt works. Top seat belts. Again, the door trims, door gasket, they're sitting properly. Those are the things you need to look at when you're buying a second-hand car. Also this side, let's look at it. And I've got the complete paperwork in there. I'll have to review them as well. Those are the service bits that we have, just the oil and filter, and I think a ball joint. This one works as well. Door trims are good. Let's go inside. This car has got 68,000 miles on the clock. It is due for service, so I'm gonna do a service on it. Look at those switches. Windows working. Another window, the back. Okay, it's all working. The back. This back window. And look at this handbrake. There's not a lot of trouble on this handbrake, which is about 1, 2, 3, 4, and it locks. It's good. Shifter knob is all nice, good. And this one, you have the controls on your steering control, volume, hands-free, cruise control, and these are the typical mini steering wheel controls. And you've got the big dash, speedo in there, and the RPM gauge in there. Well, this is I can say visually it is a good car. It's not been beaten, it's not been beaten hard, it's not been abused, so this would be a good buy. The next thing to do is to look at some of those internet apps that would tell you the MOT history of the car, if you don't have a lot of failure, if it has always been passing the MOT, and even if it fails, it should have been rectified by the owner properly. Okay, so these are points that you need to look at when you're buying a second-hand car. And soon we'll warm this up. See, all the labels are there also. And we'll warm this up. We'll put it in the garage. We'll do the small service and inspect under chassis. Okay, so I'll leave with you now for a while, and I'll continue later when I have the car in, when it's warm and ready. So as what we always do, we check all the lights. Anyway, this is essential if you're buying a second-hand car. Okay, all the lights working, no quick flashing, high and low beam are all good. Okay, you have a look at that. And then this is what we have underneath our car. The engine bay, it has a tiny oil leak, which probably when they change the oil. But the rest of them, see, you can see as far as you can see, no rusty. And this is a 4x4, as I've told you before. No rust, very minimal rust for this age of car. No excessive wear on those CV boots. Suspension bushings are okay, and yeah, also on this boot it's okay. So I said this, I would say that this is a good, well taken care of vehicle. Only we'll have to have a look, or look at that oil leak, where it's coming from. It's minimal, probably it's just because when they drain the oil. Other than that, it should be okay. So these are the checks that you can do on buying a second-hand car or on looking at a second-hand car, make sure that they're intact. And this inspection does not need this car to be on the ramp. All you have to do is have a small ramp, an 8 inches ramp, bring it up and look underneath. So this is some tips, some points on when you want to inspect and possibly buying a second-hand car. Look at those clips, is not really that bad. So all in all, this car would be a good buy. Of course, the buyer has to consider how much he wants to pay, and this is not something that I can recommend as of now. It is the liking of the prospective buyer on whether he or she wants to acquire this car. Yes, that's the main thing. And for me, it looks sound. I just have to check the service history, service history, and also the MOT history, which you can find on the government website. This is one thing that is available here in Europe, or in UK. I'm not sure kung meron na nito sa Pilipinas. So again, this is your MasterTech here in UK, and I hope you would continue to support our small channel, and please subscribe to our channel. You will have more video from us regarding how to buy a second-hand car, and also some tutorial on servicing and doing some diagnostic on this aspect. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and can you please give us a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel again. Thank you, and thank you guys for finding time watching this video. If you find it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more DIY tutorial. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Again, this is your MasterTech from Green Arrow here in the UK, and hoping to see you next time for more video tutorial.